What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to LIFG. Today we're going to be continuing with our puzzle series here. We are going to be going through the ambush today. So let's start off with bronze. Most of the ambush puzzles are pretty straightforward. Couple tricky ones in there though, at least tricky for me. Alright, so we're at 1. We're going to ambush with this. Reason being, we could put this out to try to trade with it or whatever, but this does have quick draw and this is a 4-1, so it would just stomp it into the ground and survive. This way, they lose the weapon. They're at 6. We have 2 units with 2 power, and we also have unlocked potential in hand. And that equals exactly 6. Moving on to silver. Survive these attacks and win on your turn. Alright, so this is a good one because I'd say 9 out of 10 times Scorpion Wasp is the right choice when someone is going to killer one of your units or attack with something really big, right? However, if you look at our board, it's Catra that he's trying to kill. And we have a Oasis Seeker in play. Our opponent's at 10. So if we do this, kill that, and on his turn we attack with both, this will trigger, which will trigger this. They'll both go up to 4 power. We'll only do 8 damage. 8 is not 10. However, if we just block the Carnosaur with Ian, we get them to 5 power when they attack. So we don't need to actually kill the Carnosaur. We just needed to not kill Catra. So they both go to 4 power. And we don't really need to do anything with our hand. We just attack here. Oasis Seeker triggers, which triggers her. And then she pumps them both, and that's lethal. Wasp isn't always the right ambush unit. It just usually is. Alright, moving on to gold. Survive the enemy turn and win on your turn. Again, remember how I said Wasp isn't always the right choice, it just usually is? So if we look at our board, we have to win on our turn. If we look at our board, this is actually a Psionic Savant, so whenever I draw a card, this is going to get bigger. We also have an Obelisk in play. So on our turn, this becomes a 3-3. That makes 3, 4, 5 damage on our turn, right? We need 4 more damage. If we play this instead of Wasp, which seems like an obvious choice, if we play this, it's a 3-4, so it stomps this. What it also does is it gives us 3 units in play. So when we play this, and it gets +1/+1 for each unit we have, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, plus Obelisk is 5. It'll be a 5/5. It'll trigger Friendly Wisp. That'll draw us 2 cards, which means on our turn this will be 2 cards from this, so 4, 1 from our turn, 5, and +1/+1 from this, which is 6. So that's 6 here, and this will be getting +1/+1 from this. So that's 9 total. So we have to block with Stormlinks. Is the short version of everything I just said. We're at 7, no blocks. They have no power undepleted, so we can go to 1 safely here. And as I said, because we'll have Obelisk plus 4 units, this will come in as a 5/5, which will trigger the Wisp. Which will trigger this, and we just attack in the sky. Now we are on to diamond. Stay alive and win on your turn. I mean, it's ambush, so they're pretty much all going to be like this. I'm not going to lie. This one I was very surprised I got on the first try. Because it looked a little complicated, but I got there. So one of the big clues here is we have to win on our turn. They're at a total of 14 health, including their armor. And this guy is 7-10, so 7 and 7 is 14, right? If we can get the weapon to attack into this, and then attack it, that's 14. However, this card doesn't have ambush unless it's on top of our library. Luckily, we have second sight in hand, so we'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. We will put this back on top. Now, we don't want to block any Cersos with this. If this blocks any Cerso, it ruins everything. And they haven't attacked with their weapon yet. So, to backtrack, second sight, put this back on top. Our next play here is, because we need 7 mana at the while this is attacking. So we can only use 4 more mana this turn. So we're going to go Wasp. Keep in mind we're at 7, so we can take one of these. We're going to block. We're going to wait for the trigger, because this is key. It's a 2/2, and now we can use 1 more mana and still cast this. So we're going to go give this +0/+4 for the turn. Let everything resolve. We don't take any overwhelm here, and we take 6 from this. So now when the weapon comes in, we ambush that. Both Cersos are exhausted and they have no power, so just swing for 7, and that's how you clean that one up. And on to Master. Beware of enemy available power, but win on your turn. I think this one took me 3 tries. Yeah, this one took me 3 tries. So they were very clear about beware of the enemy power, which means they have something. Having died, the card they have is the one that deals 5 damage to a unit without quick draw. This is only coming in for 6, however. So we're not gonna soak up the damage with this, because then we'll have nothing to win with on our turn. This is a trap. This doesn't do anything here because this has overwhelm. Same with this, it doesn't do anything because this has overwhelm. So we're just gonna gain 4 health. This is a 0/7, so it can't actually attack us, and we'll soak up 6, go to 1. And this is the end of their turn. We will put Doom Phantom in. The reason we're putting Doom Phantom in is because it flies, so this giant wall doesn't actually do anything to us. So we have a 0/6 flyer, and we have Victory's Cry in hand. It gives +5/+5, and they just happen to be exactly at 5. So we'll give this +5/+5, and we will attack for lethal. And yeah, nice and simple for that one. So that wraps up the ambush puzzles. Don't forget to leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.